Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to a video, and looks like Tidus got some buffs. So did Yunalesca, and surprisingly got a lot of buffs. Well, a lot of buffs for Mage, that is. So we're gonna go ahead and go and look at those, and I'll let you know what I think in the end. So let's get into it now. So first of all, biggest problem with this unit, and always has been, is STMR. Wait, what? Okay, they have the Zidane. They have the Zidane logo with that. That's not correct, guys. That's not Zidane's. It's not Zidane's STMR. I got confused. The problem with the STMR, low attack for an STMR, two-handed very low attack for an STMR that's two-handed. So it gets hit with a damage penalty, not a huge amount, but it's still a percentage. TMR is okay, but yeah, this STMR is the biggest hit because it's also water, and as you can see here, he has, abilities that can imbue him with other elements, but you can't really use those if you have his STMR. But on the other hand, there's not a lot of two-handed swords in the game, because you would definitely like to equip swords, as you can see here. 50% water resistance when equipped with a sword. 50% attack when equipped with a sword. So you're gonna miss out on these bonuses if you don't equip a sword, at least. Two-handed preferred, of course, because otherwise your damage is gonna be far lower. So there's just some modifier changes to his kit. It doesn't really help him at all. Energy Rain Plus is a lot higher on the modifier. Spiral Cut. Also, the things that he gets, the Blitz training is much higher, but it doesn't really matter because, like, his damage is so small still. Even still, his damage is barely above Tifa's, and she's an enhanced unit that is really old, and he's barely stronger than her. That's insulting. A new unit, a new CG unit is not that strong, apparently. So he's definitely not the #1 damage dealer, which I was assuming that they might have made him for now, because he's a beloved unit, and I thought that they would make him into a strong unit, maybe make him into like a, Olympus, have Olympus chaining on the side, but nope, it's still one hit. So all in all, I think that he's still gonna be, dead in the water, just like on the JP side. Like I said yesterday on my streams, if you were there, no one wanted to even touch him. Like, people pulled a little bit for him. They put him up for the event, and then after the event was over, gone forever. I could almost never find a Tidus friend for like a trial clear on stream or something like that. I could never find one. So he's gonna suffer the same problems as the JB side did, where people are gonna pull maybe one or two of him and then drop him after the event's over with. Go back to the duo units or something, because his damage numbers are not very high. Sure, you can get like 162 mod, but that doesn't even come close to other units in the game. And sure, you can make him into an Olympus finisher, but he's a mediocre Olympus finisher with support chaining, whereas someone else with those kind of support chains could do a lot more. So once again, just like my JP review of him, I'm really disappointed that they made him really dirty like this. So yeah, he's just not really anything, special. If that's what you're hoping for, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but overall he's just really and that makes me mad because I really like Final Fantasy X. It's my boy, and they made him really dirty, just like they did before. Some minor tweaks here and there, and he's not even the top damage dealer or even close. Unite is stronger than him. And in some cases, I'm sure Noctis and AK Rain are stronger than him. So I don't know what to say. He has how much? 50, 100. He has 200% TDH, which is good. All he needs to do is equip his TMR twice, I think. Equip 2 of his TMR, or equip 1 of his TMR and also one of the gloves. We've got either Axstar's TMR or You have Elfride's TMR, that is. Or maybe you want to use the STMR. I'm not gonna judge. But yeah, at least he has that going for him. 200% TDH is a little beyond the norm, which is pretty good. But still doesn't save him. That still doesn't save him from being, you know, top tier damage dealer. But the MP refresh is pretty nice. I always thought that was pretty nice. The 450 split over 3 turns, that's pretty good. But even with these modifier tweaks, it's still not enough to make him into a, you know, top tier damage dealer, unfortunately. So actually, I don't even know if I want to pull for him now, because like his modifiers are just not the same, and they're not high enough. I just don't know if I want to pull for him or not. I'm not really convinced I should pull for him at this point. But let me know if you guys are gonna go for him anyways. I don't know if I am, but maybe I will. I don't know. And Yunalesca also got some pretty good buffs. Not a lot, but a pretty decent amount, because she didn't really need anything. So, her modifiers, her max modifiers for these moves, which are her main moves by the way, don't ignore the Transforce. I know a lot of modifiers go into Transforce, but just ignore it. Just ignore that and just look at these two right here, whose modifiers are a lot higher on the global side. They're 29 times now instead of, I think, 26. And also she has 100% true dual wield and also 100% TDH, which was really good. Because her passives, just like as you see here, there's not very many passives. So I've been using Yunalesca for a long time. Basically what you want to do on first turn is you want to go ahead and use both cooldowns, because they both give modifier buffs, but also this one gives you spirit, so it also gives you summon guys if you need it. So she's really good paired with Sarah, because in the future CG Sarah, because she gives lump burst gauge right away, and Sarah likes lump burst gauge, so that's a good thing. And one of the best things about this unit, Yunalesca, is that her 120% imperils last. Sure, they don't last for the whole turn. I mean, when your turn's over, they go away, but they'll always be there because you're going to be using this move to chain with, right? So you'll always be imperiling. You'll never have to go out of your way to do any imperils. Unlike other units, you'll never have to go out of your way to do any kind of imperiling. So that's quite good. That was always one of her benefits that she always had, is that she does not have to do imperils or wait for outside imperils or anything like that. She's got her own, and they last. Sure, they last only for your turn, but I'd still say that's really good, because they're always going to be 120%. They don't have to upgrade or anything like that. They're always going to be 120%. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and look at her damage numbers if they're available, because no one's really said anything about her, but pretty sure her damage numbers are going to be a little bit higher than before, where she was around 13, 14-ish back then on the JP side. So whoops, I forgot to turn my alarm clock off. My bad. But she is around, her damage number is around 20 now. That's a huge upgrade. She's actually slightly stronger than White Lady Darkfina, so that's pretty good. Lulu's apparently stronger than her though, which is surprising. Although Lulu being stronger is not really that good. I think she has sled chaining, I think, that's kind of hard to work with. So even though Lulu's stronger, I think Yunalesca will definitely be better in terms of an actual trial. But you could use Lulu is fine too, but this is not about Lulu. But for those who are curious, Lulu is stronger than White Lily Darkfina, which is really surprising to me. But she's been on top for a while now, so I guess it makes sense that they would buff, other mages eventually. So Tidus is not even really stronger than Tifa, like I said. He's just strong. He's just slightly stronger than Tifa. Not even stronger than Eric, who was out months and months and months ago at this point. And no one can even get Eric anymore. So that's something, and he's not even stronger than Onion Knight. Oh boy. I mean, well, whatever. Yunalesca is good now. I'm glad. And despite what people might say about her not being that good, now she has 100% True Dual Wield and 100% TDH, which is insane. And also the fact that she always had those imperils. So in terms of Dark Vision's meta, Yunalesca is an A+, easily. I'm still using her. I'm still using her to this day, even though she's really weak on the GB side. I'm still using her, so she gets an A+ for the Dark Vision's meta. For normal trial meta, she gets an A because of all the buffs that she got. So she gets an A for normal meta, A+, and Tidus gets a B for both because he's just alright. He has Stardust Ray Chaining, so it's alright. He has multiple imbues. He's just okay. So he gets a B for both. B for both. Okay. Well, anyways, I think that's about wrapping it up. There really isn't much else to say. The banner is really good. Guaranteed after 25k. But I just don't know if I'm going to go for them or not. I might go for Yunalesca instead. Ironically, I might go for Yunalesca. Because on the JB side, if you guys watch my polls for that, she was the troll unit. You know, she is not really a troll unit. Well, back then I was really pissed because I kept getting so many of her. Now I have 2 of her S-Teamers on the JB side. That's what happened. Now I might actually want her. I don't know. I think I might actually want her now. It's surprising, right? It's pretty ironic. So, if you watched all the way through to this review, type in hashtag, what should be the hashtag word? Hashtag spiral cut, I guess. I couldn't think of anything, I'm tired. So hashtag spiral cut will be the keyword for the ending of this video. Let me know if you're going to pull for them. Maybe you'll pull for Yunalesca. He's a really good mage now. As you saw my A grade, I don't give a lot of units A's, so that can tell you something. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing as I do reviews, news, trials, and things of that nature. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.